We just visited the capital of the island, which is called Korea, and it's kind of like the equivalent of the Vatican for the Catholic Church. Mount Athos is for the Orthodox religion worldwide, and there's people from all over the world. Okay, my first night in Romania. I got here earlier this afternoon. It's about 8 o'clock local time, and I'm waiting for someone from Trinitas Television to show up that's going to be doing an interview on me to talk about the tour that we're getting ready to go. And of course, I'll probably try to plug City Fam. So it's good, you know, getting the word out, and I'll try to get some footage of the interview when they show up. Okay, I'm here with my new friend Ray Luca and Kostil. So we are getting ready to start this interview. And what is, how did you hear about Why Waiting Works or me or?
How did I heard about you?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard a friend. He wrote an article about you, and I'm very curious. I mean, I'm sure you will change my life, my mind.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Yes, please.
Up at 4 o'clock Romania time with Adelina. We are making the Facebook event and running the ads for all the events before I head out to Mount Athos about a week on a mountain that no woman has stepped foot on for 1,000 years. So yeah, it's going to be a new experience, which is about a 12-hour drive. I'll be in the car with Aurelio, a local guy, and 3 monks.
Mm-hmm. A local guy.
On my way to the Holy Mountain, so I'll be hanging out with monks. It's about 7 a.m. here in Greece. I'm about to get on a boat for Mount Athos in about an hour, where I'll be without internet for about a week. And I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how I'm feeling and share some thoughts. So I mentioned in a story earlier about I'm a little apprehensive about going, just because you know, it's a strange door that's open for me. But I'm saying yes because you never really know what's behind those doors. Like, what is God doing? Am I supposed to meet someone? Am I supposed to learn something, experience something? Not really sure. So I'm just going to try to be present, take it all in. But, you know, I have a lot going on right now, a lot of good stuff happening. Things are really starting to work and come together. A lot of great people on my team pitching in. And it really is a testament to delayed gratification. You know, I talk about sex transmutation in the book, and, you know, really it's just a matter of taking that energy that you maybe used to use on the opposite sex or for, you know, the wrong things, fruitless pursuits, and putting them into yourself. You know, someone commented on a post earlier today, you know, you've been sowing a lot, and they're right, I have. I've been delaying great gratification for a long time, and it's been a rough road. You know, went through some depressing periods, but now, you know, I'm starting to reap. I'm starting to see the fruits from all those good decisions, and just really trying to do everything I can to encourage people out there to say, do it, it's worth it, because when it starts to happen, it's better. It's so much better than you know, thought it would be even, you know, namely putting God first, you know, letting go of things that could be holding you back from the things that you want most. You know, they often say, you know, sacrificing the things you want right now for what you want most. That's really what it's all about. And there will always be that tension, you know, between those two things. So anyway, for what it's worth, just encourage you guys to go through
Să ne fac poză de culete. So the plan is we are here. The first 2 days we'll visit and we'll stay at the monastery, and after we go to Caracallo, maybe Bibiron. We'll just see that. If we'll visit also Bibiron, and we'll take the foot path to Caracallo, and the third night will be at Filateo. And after is the mysterious day because we don't know where we'll sleep. But actually we'll cross the island and we'll visit those monasteries.
Time. So it's a beautiful day, as you can see behind me. It's really picturesque. Everything looks like something out of a movie. It's about 70 degrees today, really beautiful day, and I'm just kind of walking around. It's a beautiful place, as you can see. There's 20 monasteries on this island. I asked earlier today if anybody besides monks lives on the island, and they said no. Besides like some workers and stuff, but really nobody else lives on the island besides monks. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's, you know, I'm just kind of taking it all in. It's great in some ways, for sure. Like, you know, to just be here and kind of not really have an agenda every day. There's really not much you can do here besides, you know, pray, think, journal, maybe read and sleep, and that's really about it. Think, and it's nice, you know, it's nice to not have to do anything. I mean, you don't have internet, you don't have phone service, so it's just kind of like just relaxing and being present. And I really see the value in what they do here, as far as you know, like if America had more of these, you know, people come here, they call them pilgrims, and they just kind of unplug, you know, and they recharge and they reset before they go back out. You know, maybe they're feeling, you know, pressure from something. Maybe they're overwhelmed in some way. Maybe they've had some kind of episode or whatever, and they come here and they you know, can confess, and they can just rest and reset and then go back out. And I'm like, you know, imagine if America had that system set up, or some equivalent of it, because we just kind of spin out, you know, like we end up just self-destructing and, you know, doing some behavior because the pressure, you know, of life and the world will get to you, you know, and it would be awesome to have something like this in the States. So it just was a kind of a thought that I was thinking. But I was feeling really apprehensive before I left the States and left for here. Very grateful to be here and to be coming, you know, when I was looking forward to it. But I was also apprehensive just because, you know, a month is a long way to be away from home, and you know, just going to be in a foreign country with people that I don't know, and going to be doing things that I've never done, you know, speaking, you know, consecutive speaking engagements, and definitely was feeling a little apprehensive. But you know, God's stretching me. And I just, like I said in a previous post, I just keep saying yes, because not really sure where this goes. And, you know, I'm kind of curious, if, you know, more than anything, I guess. Have felt more clarity since I've been here. Like just over the last 2 days, I've journaled a lot. You know, I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that I'm working on. And I was able to really kind of get some clarity and prioritize, and really just kind of put a plan together for my life for the next few years, at least how I want it to go, or how I see it going, what I think could happen. And it's good. It excites me, you know, to look into the future and kind of see what might be. And it's definitely things that I'm really passionate about and enjoy doing. And I guess, you know, getting away from just kind of the hustle and bustle of life, and being able to sit and be present and think and kind of look at things from an outsider's perspective almost, it really has benefited me, just even in the short amount of time I've been here. So maybe that could be part of the reason why God brought me here. I've gotten some reports, some messages from back home already, and I hear that things are going well with, specifically with Nicole taking on the new executive director role. She is already killing it, doing things that I wasn't able to do for years. She's like knocking them out, like one by one in the first week. So it's pretty exciting to see progress being made in the organization, and it's nice to know that things are happening even if I'm not there. I attended a liturgy this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock, and that's like the Orthodox Mass, I guess, the Orthodox Church's Mass. And again, didn't really understand what they were saying. They're typically fairly long, and went up. At the encouragement of one of the guys I came with, I went forward at the end to get communion and was denied. And it was fine, whatever, I guess, because I'm not Orthodox. They said it wasn't allowed. But I kind of find it funny that everyone just thinks they're so right, like I've never thought that. I've thought, like, man, I don't know, I know that Jesus is who he said he was, and do I think that everybody has it all right? No, I don't. I don't think that everybody understands it all perfectly. And people that do think they know it all, like, to me, is a little, I don't know. I can't help but wonder how many of those people are going to deny when the shit hits the fan. That's what when the persecution starts, how many people that looked really good on the outside are going to deny. And it's a thought that I can't escape. It's something I've thought before. I can't help but wonder it. It definitely feels like they're trying to convert me a little bit here. Like I felt that on my last trip, and I'm definitely feeling it again on some level. And it's a bit, it's a little uncomfortable, to be honest, but I think I'm taking it pretty well. The people that I came with 3 Romanian monks. I think 2 of the 3 I met on my last trip here. 1 I don't think I met. And then I came with another Romanian guy that I did meet, really, really cool guy named Aurelio. And it's becoming apparent to me that they all came on this trip because of me. Like, all 3 of the monks speak English, and that's why they were chosen from that monastery to accompany me. And then Aurelio, now he may have came for his own reasons, but I think big part of the reason that he came was because I knew him, and he, Adelina lined it up so that somebody that I was familiar with was also coming on the trip, so I feel comfortable. So I really owe a debt of gratitude to Adelina. She's able to get things done. Like, she's pretty amazing. Like, not only lining up this whole trip, and me being someone that's not Orthodox, to be able to come to Mount Athos in itself is kind of a miracle. But she also, organized everything for this, all these speaking engagements. Just set everything up for that, and it's quite an undertaking. And I definitely, I'm pretty amazed by her. I got some really strong women in my corner right now, like several women. Strong women that are just making shit happen, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, how many people have dreams, goals, visions? Maybe there's a purpose that God wants, that they're here for, and God is bringing women, especially if they're men, that is, they're bringing women into their lives to help them, but then the guys, hit on them or date them or sleep with them and then blow them out of their lives. Like, the only reason that I'm able to work successfully with these really smart, capable women is because of the fact that, the stance that I've taken on sex and waiting, because the old me, I would have done those things. I would have hit on them. I would have dated them. I would have slept with some of them. And then I would have lost them, and they would not have been in my life to, help me ultimately accomplish my purpose, really. So I don't know. It was just a thought I wanted to share. I'll make that's a whole nother conversation. Maybe I'll make a video about that one. Seeing what the next 3 weeks bring, the next 3 to 4 weeks. So that's lots of hills here. This doesn't look like much on camera, but it's pretty steep. Good thing I do boot camp, because I don't think I'd be able to make it. Just finishing up breakfast. Here's what we had. Some bread and some olives. This is Father Emmanuel's idea of a feast. Not quite. All right, so we just arrived to the second monastery and had a little breakfast that consisted of olives and bread. And got a little coffee after, which was nice, but apparently it's a fast today, some religious holiday. Seems like there's a lot of those. This is very quiet, very peaceful. I actually like this place a lot more. It's just because, I don't know, you can just, it's just so peaceful. If I was to ever become a monk, which I would never become a monk, I would want to be at a place like this. All these monasteries look like castles. Apparently, years ago, the Turks would try to invade them, so I guess that's why they were built like this. Back to hiking. We took the high road, as it's supposed to be shorter. 30 minutes. We were promised birds and singing by this guy.
You're such a tourist. I'm allowed to take photos. You're not allowed.
So each monastery, when you arrive, they give you some ouzo, water, and some Turkish delight, because the roads are very long.
Yes, and it's very hot outside.
10:30 at night, sitting here picking grapes with my new friends, separating the leaves and the bad grapes from the good grapes. Tedious, but delicious actually, because we're eating about half of the ones that we separate. Okay, day number 4 on Mount Athos, and we just got to Asketi, which is like a small monastery. It's actually not that small, called St. Andrew. We just visited the capital of the island, which is called Korea, and it's kind of like the equivalent of the Vatican for the Catholic Church. Mount Athos is for the Orthodox religion worldwide, and there's people from all over the world, a lot of Greeks, but there's people from countries all over the world. I'm actually one of the few Americans, outside of a couple of monks actually, I met from the States that are here. So you can see this place behind me. It's big. It was a Russian monastery at one point, and the Greeks ended up taking it over, I guess, because it was abandoned. But we're going to be hopefully staying here for a night, trying to get a room. And again, it's pretty cool how they do this, where you can basically you can stay anywhere. You know, like you have to work out the details in advance, but they put you up, they feed you, and you don't pay anything. You just stay there, and obviously it's supported by the donations, I'm sure, of Orthodox Christians worldwide. And they have a gift shop typically where they maybe sell some stuff, but for the most part you can stay for as long as you want. At some point you'd have to do some work but it's a pretty cool system, you know, and all the monks are responsible. Each of them have a different job. Each of them are responsible for a different task. Whether, you know, one person's a farmer, another person's doing the dishes, and that's how they live. All right, we just got done dinner. Me and Father Emmanuel are on dish duty. We are literally cleaning up around here. It's a lot of dishes. This is going to take us at least an hour. We'll work for food. Good job, brother. Made quick work of those. Booyah! That's what I call a wild Saturday night right there.
Imediat. Să mă uit la alea, văd. Să nu fie lume în curte. Make the chicken.
Day number 5, and today is the most amount of hiking that we've done yet. We've been climbing for about an hour straight. It feels like straight up. My heart rate is probably, I don't know, 140, 150 beats per minute. I'm second in the pack. To be honest, I don't know how these other guys are keeping up. I work out 4 or 5 times a week, and this is really hard for me. I'm also the oldest one in the group, so that might mean something. My knees are taking a beating. Wow. Wow. Really?
You're not gonna have a second chance to film that, huh?
There it is. That is where we're going. Well, we're here. It's about an hour and a half to get from the last monastery to this one. And this isn't even the one we're staying at tonight. This is only number 2, 3. Wow. Beautiful. So this is where they eat. You can see they're getting ready for dinner here. Lots of vegetables, bread, usually wine. It's water. That's where we're staying for the night. St. Paul's. Really beautiful. Look at that. Okay, today we visit 3 monasteries, and we are getting on that boat right now, that ferry, to go to the next place and start hiking. Look how beautiful the water. Fish down there. Tons of fish. What is this, the Mediterranean? That right there is Simonas Petros, and Simon Peter. And if you can see it, see how the monastery just kind of grows right out of the mountain. Sitting here looking at it, and I was thinking to myself what Jesus said to Simon Peter. He said, "Your name is Simon, but now you'll be called Peter," which means the rock. And I'm not sure if it was the same passage or another one, but he said, Peter, which means the rock, the gates of hell will not stand against it. It's kind of cool how the monastery grows right out of the rock like that. somebody call an Uber? All right, last day here. We're on our way to a Romanian sketty, which is like a small monastery where we'll stay the night. And then we get on. Waiting for a boat. That is where we were. We just climbed down about 10,000 stairs to get here.